Welcome to another Throne and Liberty video. It's Nofix here, and today I have very good news. The nerf Tico announced in the last video are coming this week. Those are the nerfs to CC duration and to the gap closers, and not gonna lie, they look very good. So let's check them out, shall we? So in general terms, the nerf consists in what Tico said, reducing all gap closers and reducing the CC duration. So I'm going to just talk about Infiltrator and Scout, so Dagger, Longbow and Crossbow. What's changing for these classes? So for the Daggers, first we have an interesting PVE buff for Cleaving Moonlight, Thunder Spirit and Umbral Spirit. And then we get to Shadow Strike, and the nerf to Shadow Strike is huge. I mean, it's really good. It's going from a base 12 meters to 9 meters, but it's not only that. The specialization is going down from 40 to 20%. So check this out. Right now in game, I have, without the skill range, I have 12 meters, right? With the skill range specialization, I have 16.8 meters. Okay. Now, this is going to be 9 meters. And as this is going to be 20%, basically this is not going to be 16.8. It's going to be more like 10.6, 10.8. So it's a 6 meter nerf already. This is pretty significant. But what is this achieving? First, we have this difference, let's say, in the range right now. If Daggers users want to boost their range now, they need to invest into range items, and so they cannot use or they cannot boost other stats. So this is a very interesting thing, but because what they are going to do, they are going to boost the range to pick the range users, or they will boost other stats to deal with the other melee users. So this is an interesting thing that is going to shape some things in PvP, I think. Just for the record, for example, as Infiltrator, look at this. As Infiltrator right now, I have 26.8 meters. This is a lot. I expect that after we get this nerf, instead of 26.8, I will have something like 18 meters, maybe? And this is with max range right now. So this is going to be very significant, because now if someone gets to you with a Shadow Strike and you are a bow user, you can no longer complain about the skill. You need to complain about your skill easy. You need to know how to position yourself and how to use your skills to keep distance. So this is going to be a very interesting change. Some people believe that they should remove the bind and the poison from Shadow Strike. I used to believe that, but you know what? I think this is more again a skill and a build issue. I changed my build some time ago, over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and you know what? I am no longer having issues with bind. Just build bind resistant, just build silence resistant. Normally, what you will have is that people will have a baseline of 600 chance on CC. Why? Because most people push for 80 perception, and this is what you get. And then, depending on your items, your runes, whatever, you will have a different value in some specific CC chance. For example, for bind right now, I have 779. I can push this a little more. My resistance right now is 841, so I'm actually very good in this regard. But I normally push this a little higher as well, more like 1k, 1.1k. So just play with the numbers. You know that As a baseline, most people will have around this 600. So just build resistance. If you are getting affected a lot by bind, just build bind resistance. The same for silence. Next, we have a huge buff to Stigma. Like, look at this. It's an 80%, 85% more increase in the damage. So beware to your Stigmas now, because it's going to hurt a lot. And also an interesting buff to PVE as well. So this is good. Still got nerfed as well by an overall 2 seconds. The base skill is down by 1.5 and the specialization is down by 0.5. So basically this is a 2 seconds nerf and it's actually good, but you know what, the main issue still remains is the Teven's dagger being able to spam invisibility all the time. But well, something is something. So we get to the crossbow. I mean, not gonna lie, I think they nerfed again the wrong thing. Scorpion's damage is an issue indeed, but the problem is that damage is coming from the daggers, not from quickfire, and they are nerfing again something in the crossbow that is unrelated. Now they are removing this specialization. This 30% against other players is getting removed. So all crossbow players are going to be affected by this. This means it's going to impact scouts, fury, battle weavers, and all the classes using the crossbow. Only because they are trained to address the scorpion's damage. But yet again, the scorpion's damage comes from the dagger. So I don't know why they are so reluctant to nerf the daggers. I don't know why. Because dagger is giving them critical damage and endurance red. It's all you need, but whatever. Then we have this very odd nerf of Nimble Leap from 5 meters to 4 meters. To be honest, I don't know why they do this, because it's an irrelevant nerf. So right now, it's 5 meters and I don't know, well, look at this. If I move to this direction, I'm here, okay? 4 meters is maybe here where is the arrow. It's nothing, so I don't know why they are nerfing this, but whatever. And we get to the bow, and the bow is getting a lot of PvE buff. So basically the skills are Zephyr, Decisive Sniping, and Strafing. All of them are getting PvE buff by these numbers, okay? So let's see, things are getting good for Scout and for Infiltrator. But I expect that Liberators are going to get the most benefit from this, but let's see. And then following the line of the CC nerf, Bind is getting nerfed, but let's be honest, not by that much. It's a second, 1.3 seconds here, but it's really nothing. I think I have never bind someone for 5.5 seconds, so I think this is kind of irrelevant. The specialization is just down by 0.2, so this is also nothing. And this is actually good, because Oppress is getting increased by 0.8. So this is good, because I think, let me check, but I think that we can basically keep uptime all the time now. Let me check. So if I come here and just use this, see, it's ready again, and still it will be up. And this is now with the current time. By increasing it a little more, it's going to be even better. So we can assume that during boss fights we will have 100% uptime of Oppress, and this is good because we will have extra damage, extra critical damage with steady aim. So in general, for the bow, it's a very good thing that all these changes. It's a very win. It's a win situation. Everything else is related to other weapons that I really don't care about. Again, it's all nerf related to the distance, etc. But this video is only about daggers, crossbow, and bow. Here we have a lot of information about the orb as well. I'm not really sure if this is a nerf or a buff. Probably it's a nerf, but as I don't play orb, I don't really know. And yes, one more thing. I think we are getting some things or some good things coming up, some fixes that we were expecting. First is this. The Vanguard lead, the Battlegrounds Vanguard lead. As you know, sometimes you get people that really don't care about that. And you don't get marks, you don't get people move between parties, maybe you end up with a party with 3 healers or whatever. Now, they are doing that. One of the top 6 ranked players is going to be the lead. So this kind of guarantee that you are getting a good Vanguard Captain. But let's see. And also, this one is very good. A long expected fix. As you know, especially for example in Queen Bellander, you usually are gliding and you just disappear. Or you just land and suddenly you cannot use any skill or whatever. In theory, it's getting fixed. Let's wait until the first Archer boss on Friday to test them out. Or well, wait until tomorrow because this is going to be up in Korea. But if this is really getting fixed, this is going to be a huge win for mass PvP battles. So this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.